And David assembled all the leaders of Israel, the leaders of the tribes and the leaders of the divisions who served the king, leaders of the thousands and the leaders of the hundreds and the officers over all the property and the livestock of the king and his sons, with his attendants and the mighty men, and to all the mighty warriors to Jerusalem. King David rose to his feet and said, "Hearken to me, my brethren, and my people. As for me, it is with my heart to build a house of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and for the footstool of our God. And I prepared to build, but God said to me, You shall not build a house in my name, because you are a man of war. You have shed blood. But the Lord God of Israel chose me out of the entire house of my father to become king over Israel forever. For he chose Judah for a ruler, and in Judah my father's house. And among my father's sons he desired me to make me reign over all Israel. And of all my sons, for the Lord gave me many sons, he chose my son Solomon to sit on the throne of the king of the Lord over Israel. And he said to me, Your son Solomon, he shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to me as a son. I shall be to him as a father. I shall establish his kingdom for eternity, if he straightens himself to perform my commandments and my ordinances as of this day. And now, before the eyes of all Israel, the congregation of the Lord, and in the ears of our God, observe and seek all the commandments of the Lord your God, in order that you inherit the good land and bequeath it to your sons after you forever. And you, my son Solomon, know the God of your father, and worship him with a whole heart and with an eager soul, for the Lord seeks all hearts. He understands the thoughts of every creation. If you seek him, he will be found to you, and if you forsake him, he will abandon you forever. See now, for the Lord has chosen you to build a house for the sanctuary. Be strong and do it. David gave his son Solomon the pattern of the porch, and its houses, and its treasuries, and its upper stories, and its inner chambers, and the house of the ark cover, and the pattern of all that he had by the spirit of the courts of the house of the Lord, and of all its chambers round about, of the treasuries of the house of God, and of the treasuries of the hallowed things, and of the divisions of the priests and the Levites, and of all the work of the service of the house of the Lord, and of all the vessels of the service of the house of the Lord, of gold and weight for gold, for all the vessels of every service of silver, for all the vessels of silver by weight, for all vessels of every kind of service, and the weight of the golden candelabra, and the lamps of gold, of the weight of each candelabrum, and its lamps, and for the silver candelabra and weight for the candelabrum, and its lamps, and the service of every candelabrum, and the golden weight for the tables of the showbread, for every table, and silver for the silver tables, and the forks, and the basins, and the branches were pure gold. And for the basins of gold and weight for each basin, for the basins of silver and weight for each basin. For the incense altar refined gold and weight, for the pattern of the chariot, the cherubim of gold, which spread out their wings and covered the ark of the covenant of the Lord. All was in writing from the hand of the Lord, which he gave me to understand all the works of the pattern. David said to Solomon his son, Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear, be not dismayed. For the Lord God, my God, is with you. He will neither forsake you nor abandon you until the completion of all the work of the service of the house of the Lord. And behold, the divisions of the priests and the Levites for all the service of the house of God. And with you and all the work for every volunteer with wisdom for every service, the leaders and all the people for all your words.